They're in agreement with that bullshit, okay? She got on them spandex, right? She smelling good, toes looking good, and she say some monkey shit, and you'll run with that shit just to try to get some box, but end up being taken by her, man. End up falling in love with her when she's a straight up hoe. She done played that game with every man that she done met because a lot of men telling her she look good. So the whole time she looking to scheme on you and to get money off of you and to trap you up to where you will become a slave unto her, man. That's death. That's death, man. That had nothing to do with life, man. And then you'll be working a job, and before you know it, you'll be spending more money on her than you spend on yourself. You're a slave. You have become a slave to her. And that shit is ass backwards. Right? So that's what happens when you believe in the Americanized thought process of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American woman. They straight corrupt, bro. They straight corrupt, man. So if you put any faith in them or trust in them or put your strength in them, you gonna lose. You're gonna be caught up in them snares and them bands, man. She gonna have you on lockdown and you're gonna be a slave, man. She gonna be going out in the streets while you at home watching the kids and thinking there's nothing wrong with it. Bold and proud, man. That's confusion. That's not the order of YAHAWASHI, and that's not the spirit you're supposed to be in as an Israelite man, man. Letting a woman control you, man. Being trapped up by the woman, man. Okay? This Ecclesiastes 7, and it said the sinner shall be taken by it. Now I'm going to go to Sirach, right? Ecclesiastes 25, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 25, right? It says, Ecclesiasticus, right, in the Apocrypha, chapter 25, verse, I jump around. This Ecclesiastes 25 and 12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love. So, if the Heavenly Father, if you fear the Heavenly Father and his Son, and he open your eyes, that's the beginning of love the Heavenly Father and his Son got towards you, not to be caught up by these women, man. That's why we are reading these scriptures, because the men that have been taught by the elders of GMS, the apostles, have searched out these scriptures, and we bringing this gospel to you, man. So we warning you about the Negro, Latino, and Native American woman, okay? And how corrupt they have became, and they're set up to trap you up, man. Okay? And that's love for the Heavenly Father and his Son to open your eyes to see the bullshit and wake up to the bullshit they got going, man. They always plotting on you, bro. They want to break your spirit into where you become a slave to them, man. You're already a slave to the so-called white man, okay? In this society, you got a birth certificate and Social Security, and you working a 9 to 5, okay? You're a slave to the so-called white man. And then on top of that, when you got a woman that's ignorant and foolish, right? And you chasing after her, right? And submitting to her, you become a slave to her too, okay? That's that trap, man. But the love of the Most High is opening your eyes because you fear him. That's why you're able to hear this word and understand what I'm saying through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, right? This Ecclesiastes 25 and 12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. So it takes faith, right, to follow the wisdom that's in this Bible, man, and not trust in the woman because you can see her, okay? And you can see these scriptures, but it takes faith for you to apply them in your daily life, man, okay? And use them as a blueprint for guidance, man, because these women will seduce you, man. There's a lot of brothers that came into this truth that then fell out because they chasing the woman, man. Because they've been trapped up by the woman, man. They can't take it, man. They can't take the affliction and the trial of learning and growing in the spirit, in this truth, man. So they rather be taken away by the lies and the trickery of the woman, man. Okay? This Ecclesiastes 25:12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. What's the plague of the heart? Being separated from the Most High and not understanding his wisdom to where you will have guidance. Okay, that's a plague of the mind, man. Being in a confused state and being trapped up by a woman, man, and having a woman telling you what you can and can't do, man. As a man, man. That's a plague, man. And that's what that's what Sirach is saying. Give me any, I'll read it again. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. And when you got the plague of the heart, man, okay, and you separated from the Most High, man, that's death. Right? And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, man, because these women are wicked as hell, man, in this society. Okay? They way past wicked, man. Okay? And when you got kids with a woman, you subject to separate from her because she's so goddamn rotten, she'll end up becoming a lesbian, man. And before you know it, man, your daughter will be a lesbian and your son will be a fucking flaming faggot, a sodomite. Okay? That's the way the society is built, because they pushing that madness, and your woman would teach them to be that way because they learn from the parents, right? So your woman will have lesbian and doing lesbian shit in front of your kids, man. Okay? And before you know it, your daughter think it's okay to be a lesbian, man. Watching her mother. And that's what they push in this society, man. They got a homosexual transgender vibration pushing hard in this society, man. In the movies and the cartoons everywhere, man. Magazines everywhere, man. Okay? That's the wickedness of a woman, because she's in agreement with that shit. Okay? This Sirach 25:13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. And when you got the plague of the heart, man, you believe in that upside down way of depopulating thought process, man. You believe in that madness, man. That's wicked as fuck, man. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Because the woman, she was the one to deceive too. She was the one that would deceive, okay? By that serpent, which was a man, okay? By that serpent, which was a man who told her about them wicked philosophies, right? And she believed in it, and therefore, through her, we all died, man. So that's wickedness, man. We all died, man. We all died, man. Okay? Because of the fucking woman, man. She always embracing bullshit contrary to the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. So that her mind is snares and nets, man. So the man that pleased the Most High will escape from her, man. Be delivered, man. From that wicked thought process, man. In agreements with that bullshit, man. This Ecclesiasticus, right, in the Apocrypha, 25:13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, and any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of an enemy. Verse 15. There is no head above the head of a serpent. You know why I'm saying that? Because when you read Ecclesiastes, when you read 1 Corinthians, matter of fact, we finna go get it. Okay? We finna go get it. Everything is for edification, bro. Everything we do is for edification. So we finna read it. This 1 1 Corinthians 11th chapter. Right? Start at the top. This 1 Corinthians, because the Corinthians was asking Paul, which was Israelite, there were Gentiles coming to the fold, right? Coming back to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. And they was asking Paul a question about order. It says, this 1 Corinthians 11:1, be ye followers of me, even as I am also, Salakia. 1 Corinthians 11:1, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of a Mashiach, which is Christ there, but a Mashiach, that's how you say it in Hebrew, which means anointed. So Paul following YAHAWASHI, he ain't following no woman. So Paul is telling you, look, be ye followers of me, just like I am followers of Yahawah, Ba'ashim YAHAWASHI. Verse 2, now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinance as I delivered them unto you. The order of the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. Okay? According to the scriptures, man. That's the wisdom, man. Okay? Don't be plagued in the mind, man. Following the woman. Right? Verse 3. But I will have you know that the head, remember the key, the head of every man is a Mashiach, which is Christ there, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of a Mashiach is the Most High. So we're dealing with head. It's the Most High and His Son, then it's man, then it's the woman. Okay? We're dealing with the heads. Now going back over here, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 25 and 15. There is no head above the head of a serpent. Hey man, a serpent is cunning and crafty, man. That's the way the nigga woman is, man. Cunning and crafty, right, man. Using her body to lure you in and seduce you, and in other words, to make you become a slave. Because if you try to control her, she gonna be bucking up and rebellious, and just like you got a snake head, right? You know that snake head you hold it, it's shaking like that. It don't want you to control it. So that's the way the nigga woman is, man. Okay? There's no head above that serpent, man, because she's a serpent, man. When she don't want the order of the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. And she learned that serpent ways from who? So-called white man, Esau, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? He don't want order, man. He want to do whatever he feel like doing. Whatever his body, whatever he lust for, he don't want order. That's the way he does. And that's the way the nigga woman does. She don't want to be ruled by nobody, man. So if you grab that snake by the head, that's the way the nigga woman is when you tell her that she's supposed to be submissive and follow you as a man. That head shaking like that, man. She don't want no parts of it, man. She want to be rebellious, man. That's a fucking serpent, man. There's no head above the serpent, man. Okay? And that's venomous, man, because if that snake bites you, right? That venom seek into you and it kills you. So if you in agreement with her way of thinking in that confused state get in you, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna die out, man, and become a slave. Be a walking zombie, man, and not be enlightened, illuminated by Yahawah Shai wisdom, man. You'll be in a confused state like a zombie, man. Being a slave. She gonna be walking in front of you and you're gonna be carrying the babies, and you're gonna have a baby pack in front of you, a baby on your back, and you pushing the stroller, and she walking in front of you, throwing her ass for another man. Okay? Winking at another man while you behind her. That's the way these women are, unruly, man. That's a fucking serpent. God damn. Okay? This Ecclesiasticus 25 and 15. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. Verse 16. I rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman, because she gonna be trying to seduce you to forsake Yahawah Shai. She gonna be running her mouth. She gonna be crazy as hell, man. You gonna try to give her order, man. She gonna be rebelling. She gonna be rebelling, and the whole house gonna be out of order. Kids gonna be doing wild shit. She gonna be doing wild shit, and it ain't gonna be no peace. Okay? It ain't gonna be no peace in the household. None but wickedness. Okay? Cause she in control. This Ecclesiasticus 25 and